Hello. Purpose of this video is to give you a quick overview of products and services offered by Fairshare IT Services. The first and the simplest one is we develop static or informative websites for companies. So any company can come to us and they can tell us about their company, their products and services. And what we do is we go and build a website for them so that their clients can find it helpful and attractive to do business with that company. Then second thing is we develop portals. So these are also kind of websites, but these are more complex than simple company information type of websites. These are what we call as dynamic websites. Then the third thing is we help clients with search engine optimization. We are going to go into bit more details of each one of these in the latter part. Also, we develop mobile apps for Android as well as for iOS. Now, these four things or skills that we call it, we help our clients to develop products based on the requirements provided by these clients. So these are services. So from our point of view, it is a work that client wants us to do and based on their own ideas, and we develop according to that. So we develop softwares and services based on what client has asked us to do. But now that we have those skills, what we do is we come up with our own ideas and then we use our skills to develop those products as well. So these are like our own products. So apart from the services, we also have our own products, which we'll explain a bit later. Now let's take up the first one, like the static or company information part. Like for example, like our own company, Fairshare IT Services, that also needs introduction. So what we have done is, if you can go and take a look at fairshare.tech, you'll find exactly what Fairshare IT Services does, why it does it, and how it does it. Right? Now, these kind of websites are developed mostly using WordPress. We also develop such websites using Drupal, but 99% of the times we suggest our clients that such websites should be developed using WordPress. We have a team of at least 7 people who focus on WordPress and they develop websites using WordPress. We also maintain sites in the sense that if somebody has already developed website from our competitor and the competitor is not helping them to make changes, then we'll be glad to take over that website and make the changes to the website. So WordPress for static websites. Now there are certain sites that are really complex and they are changing very frequently. Like for example, like we have a, client's website called as finthings.com. So what this site does is, well, it does a lot of things, but one important thing is that it analyzes a stock from the technical perspective. But the stock prices are changing very frequently. The logic is very complex. So all that is something which, not that it cannot be done using WordPress, but WordPress doesn't, all these things don't come naturally for WordPress. So this is something which needs more strong and focus frameworks like Laravel, Ruby on Rails. So what we do is all these dynamic websites we develop using such frameworks. We also develop such websites using frameworks like ASP.NET and Python Django frameworks. So this is what is dynamic websites or portals, which are complex. Then third thing is we also help clients with search engine optimization. Now what is that? See, if you have built a website, but then your clients or potential clients are unable to find your website, then what do we do? Like for example, like our own Japanese classes in Pune, what we want is that if somebody goes to Google and searches for Japanese classes in Pune, then we want that our website should come most likely on the first page, but maybe on the second page, right? But with our help, we are able to do is that if somebody searches Japanese classes in Pune, then our website will come on the very first page. So this is something that needs a lot of effort from the backend, and we do that. But there is unique offer that we have, or unique proposal that we have. Many of our competitors, what they do is they give a fixed quotation, in the sense that they will say that they will spend n number of days and they will quote these many dollars for SEO service. But our SEO proposal is results based, in the sense that if your website is nowhere on the Google search right now, then if it comes on the fifth page, for example, then we'll charge you X amount. If it comes on the fourth page, then a little bit more, and so on and on. And then we'll only request you to pay the full amount if for that search phrase your website comes on the first page. So this, I think, is a result based unique proposal that none of our competitors, I have seen that they are giving. Yeah, so that's another thing. What else? We also develop Android and iPhone apps for our clients. For example, you can take a look at app Android app that we developed for Agom. So you can take a look here. You can search for their products based on certain criterias. Also, you can browse through the products and so on. You can also contact our client using this Android app. So this is an Android app for Agom that we have developed. Now, so far, what we have covered is static websites, dynamic portals, SEO, and mobile apps. But as I told you, these, so far, whatever you explained, those were clients' ideas, clients' products, clients' intellectual property. But what we do is, whenever we find some extra time, we develop our own products. So from this point onwards, I'm going to explain you our own internal product. Not all of them, but some of them. One of the very first products that we developed is 24 by 7 exams.com. We say to really learn, take a test. So what this website does is a student can come and register and then start solving questions, based on his own interest. Like for example, if a student is in grade 5, then he can probably come and solve the scholarship questions. So this is a website that is used by more than 3,000 students so far. Corresponding Android app is also available, and also many iPhone apps. So here you can see all the list of subjects that are available here based on the grades, and ultimately student can go and solve a particular topic, and ultimately a question that he is interested in. So there is an Android app. Here is a link to that Android app. It's available on the Google Play Store. Another interesting web portal, like our own product that we have developed, is a RSVP tool. For example, if you are throwing a party, then you already have, let's say, a group of say 100 friends on WhatsApp. Then on that group you can say, okay, I'm planning a party, say 2 weeks from now. And then what happens on the WhatsApp is complete chaos, because say five people will say they're coming, five will say they're not coming, then suddenly another friends set of friends will put in jokes and some other forwards, and then you lose track of exactly how many people are going to be attending your party. You lose the track, right? It's complete chaos. So instead of that, what we do is that you can go to yupiam.in, you can create an event, and then post only the link of that event on WhatsApp. Then what your friends can do is that they can click on the link and they can very easily add their own name and more preferences and things like that, and that they can say whether they are joining or not. So based on their joining or not, you can see exactly the summary of people that are going to join. So this makes life simple for everyone. But the another interesting part is that in the premium model, what happens is that we also send email and SMS reminders like a day before the party, so that people don't miss out if they are planning to attend it. This is very important in case of events which are generic events, in the sense that it's not only for your friends but for potential clients. So for such events, business meets, yapayman.in is extremely helpful. It is already used by Rotary Club and Business Link and many important business clubs, right? So here you can see that the event that you create, you can have your own banner and things like that. Yeah. So that was yapayam.in. We also have an interesting tool called as ilookouts.com. It works on a publisher or subscriber model. Like for example, if you are a CA and you want to engage your clients by sending them reminders about important IT filings and some other dates. Then you can of course send them custom Gmail by going to your Gmail inbox and then sending them email like one by one. You can always do that. But the limitation of that is that you can only send such emails to your own clients. But sometimes you want to publish certain interesting dates and certain important events to a client which is your potential client. So this is where the publisher subscriber model comes in picture, that people know that you are publishing such important dates on a particular channel or a frequency, you can say, just like radio. And the people who are interested, they can always come and subscribe to that channel or for that to that frequency. So the best part of that is that there are lots of people who currently don't know you, but they are availing your services indirectly, right? But then at certain point of time, they understand your seriousness, your dedication in your job, and they try to contact you on your personal email saying that, sir, I would like to avail your services. So that is how you kind of market yourself in a very subtle way. So this is where publisher and subscriber model comes handy. There are many groups, like for just an example that I have given, business link, right? They are small groups like of say 20-30 people, and many a times members come in and they go, and it's very difficult to keep track of which are the current members, because there is no really a website which has got a list of such members. So this is where the group ZPC comes in handy. Any group can just go and create their own free page, and then they can add profiles of other users or other members of that group into that website. This is called as groups ZPC. We have quite a few handy Android apps that are very useful for small companies. Like for example, like here is a QR code based attendance service. There is a mobile app in the office where this mobile device in the office where this mobile app is installed, and an employee can come in and scan the QR code, which is part of their ID card, and immediately the system will record like their in or out timing in the backend. So this is like QR code based attendance system. We also have a secure phone directory for watchman. Like for example, a security watchman, if somebody comes in the society, then what happens is that the person says that I want to visit a so and so person in a particular flat. But many a times these are salesmen, they come in and then they just visit all the residents in the society and they disturb them. To avoid that, we are giving this secure phone directory to the watchman. If a visitor says that he wants to, let's say, go to Mr. Deshpande in A building and flat number so and so, the the security watchman can immediately move, just tap and go to the particular flat number and check if it's Mr. Deshpande really stays there, and if it does, then security person can directly call Mr. Deshpande and confirm if you are expecting a visitor. If Mr. Deshpande says no, don't send him in, then that person will not be allowed to go in. So this is very handy for societies. And the most important or unique feature of this is that the residence data is not stored on our own servers, but it is stored on the Google Sheet owned by the society itself. So your privacy is taken care of. Another interesting thing is many a times you have an Android phone. There are lots of important contacts on the phone, but it's not easy to back up and restore your phone contacts and also share the contacts with other people, like for example within your family. So this easy SMS, like backup and all, comes in handy in that case. You can easily take a backup to your own Google Sheet. You can share that Google Sheet with your family. They can share their own contacts. Then you can import those contacts back into your mobile phone. So in case your phone is lost, right, it's very easy and handy to get the contacts back in the phone as if like nothing has happened. You can also send bulk SMS from your own phone to certain set of contacts as allowed by the TRI and the legal authorities. Okay, apart from all the IT products and services that I explained you, we also conduct Japanese classes on Saturday and Sunday. We our teachers happen to have stayed in Japan for 15 years, so that's really unique. For all other classes that I have seen in Japan, the teachers are not as experienced as we have, and we also help not just in teaching but also we help companies in translation and interpretation. Now, just like I said, like our classes are unique classes because the classes are supported in the back end by like our IT team. So there are three people in our Japanese teaching, translation, and interpretation department, and there are 18 IT people in the back end to support them. So we are one of the very few classes that are offering flashcards and objective questions on as an Android app to our own students as well as to general public. If you search for Nihongo flashcards on Google Play Store, you should be able to download it for free and give it a try. As I said, we are a team of 18 on IT side and 3 on Japanese translator and teaching side. We are very proud about our products and services, but at the same time, what we are really proud about is our support. Like for example, like we have hundreds of clients who have trusted their static website to us. We semi-automatically check every website on every business day to make sure that there are no problems on the hosting side. And if there is any problem created on the hosting side, we call up the hosting company and check with them why the website is down. So we are responsible for not just developing the website but also making sure that it is up and running every day. And we do this proactively and it's part of our AMC. So if there is any requirement, IT related requirement or Japanese classes or teaching translation related requirement, please do contact us. We'll be glad to help you. Thank you so much.